Hello, everybody, and welcome to another monthly update, this time for December. As you can see, oh man, one holiday is behind us, and now we're getting ready to gear up for the next one, which is going to be a doozy. So just to jump back in here, we'll just go through the list of discussion topics that I talked about, or that I've been doing every month, really. So the new custom style series, as you no doubt, if you haven't seen it, I have a trailer up for a Romance of the Three Kingdoms custom story. That's part of what this background is. And I've been playing with the idea of doing something like that for a while, and I've seen I've seen it done, and I've also really enjoyed making events and seeing custom made events and cutscenes and stuff like that, and a lot of Nobunaga's Ambition and Romance of the Three Kingdoms and doing this. And one thing that comes to mind immediately is Ikari did a call to arms where everyone had custom officers. He did a wonderful job at making events and stories, and I loved every second of it, and it really inspired me to pick up a pen and try to write some more. And I hope that the videos that I do will live up to the amount of effort that he put into that. And I do want to tell him thank you for inspiring me to do this. So to start out with that, this is something that I want to try to start doing because I've been wanting to sit down and write for a long time. Now, if this series turns out good, if you guys like what I'm doing, I'm going to keep something like this going for as long as I got ideas in my head. It may not just be Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I may try to do it in Nobunaga's Ambition. I may try to do it in any game that I can get my hands on that lets me do something like this, and maybe even some, if I find the right tools, that don't. But things like this, it's what makes the game. I've always did this to myself, for myself, when I play it by myself, so being able to do it for a series would be pretty cool. But of course, if it doesn't work out well and it's not well received, I don't have to do this. I can just practice and just kind of handle things off camera and try to hone my skills in a way. But you never know. I mean, it could end up being something that you guys like and I enjoy doing, so I end up doing a lot more of it. But I guess we'll see when the time comes. One more thing, number 2 is a series lineup. I've been trying to deal with a series lineup. I think I've talked about like a schedule or a series lineup every single monthly update for the whole year. It might just be every single one, period. So I do try to pay attention to what I'm recording, how much of it I'm recording, and what kind of, like, for a long time I had the 3 pillars. I had RPGs, action, strategy, stuff like that. It's easy to tell that strategy is my most viewed. I mean, just judging by statistics, just judging by the games I put out. So a lot of that I'm leaning towards doing more. But I'm as of right now, and this kind of goes into number 3 as well, is that I want to do I want to post a video Monday through Saturday. It's something I've wanted to do, but as like especially holiday season, stuff like that, working in retail, doing things like just life in general, can make things really, really difficult. And there will be times, as you've already seen, that sometimes I don't post for a week. Sometimes I'm sporadic with it. And I don't like that in of it myself, because I want to try to, when you try to rein in and get a schedule going for just about everything in your life, it's the hardest thing in the world to do. Scheduling is the final boss. And I wanted to try to do this one more time, and with the understanding that I may miss a few days. I might do Monday through Friday at times. I might try to whatever during certain weeks. The week leading up to Christmas is going to be a nightmare. So I may only be able to do 3 videos that time. But the one thing I do want to try to do is the custom stories. I want that to be weekly, and I'm going to try to keep it consistent. Now, granted, I'm writing the cutscenes, I'm making the cutscenes, I'm trying to put them in using the in-game editor, using my freaking PlayStation controller to type the stupid stuff, and trying to work it in best I can to get it out in a proper time. But giving myself kind of a time limit could be useful. That's why you're not going to see it more than once a week, and I'm going to try to keep it on on certain days. My original plan right now, by the time of writing this and making this, is having it be released on Wednesdays in the middle of the week. That is subject to change. It's basically going to go based off of when the first video comes out, because I still have to finish about writing half the cutscenes and really implementing them in and getting everything all situated. But hopefully I'll have that put together and jump between days off to try to get these things fixed, just so I can sit back and be like, yeah, you know what? This is the right thing. We made it. We did this. And see where we can go from there. Of course, like I said, the holiday season's always so difficult, and so many people know that, and it's difficult for a lot of reasons, and it's difficult for work and a lot of jobs, and it's also difficult, going to see family, stuff like that, and really finding free time near the end of the year is just impossible. And but we're gonna keep trying. So number 4, possible winter theme. So I've been playing with the idea of doing, ever since I started Spookfest, I thought about, you know what, I like doing themes. And I was like, I wonder if I can do a winter theme. And that could go like, probably not, it's not going to be in December. It might be in, I might do it in January or February even. And probably implement more games involving some of my favorite things, maybe Vikings and dwarves. That could always be, because I mean, dwarves are just short Vikings, and it always could be. It could be fun to kind of make a little thing based on that, since there are two things that I love so much, and there's plenty of games around for it, especially. And let's see, sporadic streams. I've been talking. I sent out a poll recently about streams, and I do have one in mind. By the time this comes up, if all plans go accordingly, tomorrow on Tuesday, I will be doing a stream. I do not know what time. I am really hopeful that it happens, because I really want to do it, and I'm going to be doing Monster Hunter, which I've played Monster Hunter. I've been wanting a good reason, an opportunity, and something to put my time into going back and playing and getting caught up on all these thousands of updates and grinding and all that stuff that I've fallen behind on. And I figured, you know what, a stream would be a very good reason to go back into it and get it going. So sporadic, it's probably going to be, I'm going to try to do it on a day off, or the night before a day off. The only thing that would hinder it on the day off would probably be the fact that I need to get the videos recorded for the week. And if I do from Monday for Saturday, that's going to be like almost 6 hours of videos. My videos, just to make it work, my videos might need to be cut back down to like 45, which I was trying to do, and I keep the extra 5 minutes or more, or extra 10 minutes just come out of nowhere and sneak up on me all the freaking time. So basically, that is the outline of what I got going right now. And then we're into the 6, we're into the rambles, talking about all kinds of stuff. I don't really think I have too much to ramble about right now. I got a lot of ideas that I want to do and not a lot of time to do them. And I'm nervous about a lot of the ideas I do have. And I'm nervous that it's not going to pan out. It's going to be crap, and it's going to be a lot of work for crap. But I really hope that is not the case, because I really, really, really enjoy doing it. and just trying to keep things going is going to be the most difficult aspect of it. I I try to plan out things constantly, and it's not just with recording videos or anything like that. I try to get healthier. That's the same thing that a lot of people always say: get in better shape, get healthier, quit bad habits and stuff like that. And it's not going great. There's a lot of life likes to kick you off the wagon a lot, and sometimes you're too tired. Sometimes you're like, you know what? I need to record this video. I'm too tired. I'm not gonna bother with it. I'll do it next time, and then next time will turn into next time after that, and next time after that, and you start falling behind on everything. Uh, Boy, do I know it as a dungeon master for a D&D group. I've had the session made for a long time now, and finding the scheduling and the time to get everyone together. At this point, I'm afraid if I look at what I've written, I'll want to change it, which will just start the clock all over again. And that's one thing that makes it pretty difficult as well. So there's a lot of wagons. You can only ride one. You can only do the best you can. If you fall down, you just gotta get back up and remember why you're doing it in the first place. I had a really bad addiction to energy drinks for a very long time. And when I say that, people are like, well, I drink Monsters too. I drink like 2 or 3 a day. So no. I was drinking anywhere between 7 and 8 a day. And it was starting to adversely affect my health. And it was my coping mechanism for stress. And I decided that, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And I had a horrible moment in my life that made me decide that I want to do better. And I had to do better for everyone around me and family. So I'm about almost 3 months now without drinking a single Monster or an energy drink. I still drink coffee. I don't drink too much coffee, but cutting back on caffeine has been good and bad. But I've filled that vice with many other things. So now we're trying to get into less sugar, more rest, stuff like that. And even if you're trying to cut out stuff to be healthy, you still got to nurture your hobbies. There's a lot of people that think, you must not really like doing it if you don't do it. No, it's the tiredness and the dread of doing some things that will stop you from doing the things that you love, even though you love it. They say if you love what you're doing, you never work a day. Your body can betray you on that so easily. You could be like, I really want to do this. I want to work on that. I'm so tired. And then you just end up doing nothing. Not even anything productive or unproductive. You just do nothing. And that's kind of where I'm at. And that's where I've been trying to get out of. And I'm sure there are tons of people that are like that. But you know what? I'm not going to give up. None of you guys should give up. It's just like if you're listening this far in, we're almost 15 minutes in, I'm about to stop it. And I do want to say I am very thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for you guys taking the time to watch the stuff, being patient, not jumping ship or anything like that as I struggle to find a balance. It means a lot to me. It really does. And there's so many, since I started doing this and since I really got into it, I've met so many awesome people, and I'm very thankful for that. And I hope that things will keep going for much, much longer. And we'll overcome this. Well, things will get better. Who knows what will come up later. We might blow up somewhere. Both figuratively and literally. Who knows? In the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next one.